We are live.
All right. Hey, shalom, YAHUSHUA, Shabbat YAHUSHUA, YAHUSHUA. Priest and Officer Quadra Zakarab here. Excuse me. Of the I.S.U.P.K. Under commanding Judah YAHANNA. You understand? And we are here to teach blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians that they are the biblical Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, is my headpiece backwards? Oh, no. I thought it was upside down. No sweat. All right. Now, we named this The Christian Church is a Lie, Part 2. Yeah, man. And that's the truth. The Christian church is a lie. You know what I'm saying? One of the biggest, matter of fact, if you could look this up on Google and share the screen when you do it. Look this up on Google. What are the most popular religions of the world? You understand what I'm saying? We're gonna get to there first. You understand what I'm saying? We're gonna prove to you that Christianity is a lie. Yeah, man. It's a lot of things the Christian church taught blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians that is a lie. You understand what I'm saying? And Islam too as well. I believe it's Ramadan right now, I think, right? Yes, listen. I was having a conversation with my red. What day was? I think it was yesterday or today. No, I think it was yesterday. She was telling me, you know, they was at the park, you know what I mean? And these little girls was jumping on another girl. They was all trying to jump her. But they all had on whatever they call them, hijabs or khimars, whatever them garbs that the Muslim sisters wear. Understand what I'm saying? They had them on, and it's Ramadan, and they beating up on another black woman. And I mean, young sisters. I'm pretty sure they're probably like 12, 13. You understand what I'm saying? They was beating up on a young sister. You know, to my rib, and them had to go over there to see what was going on. You understand what I'm saying? And this is why we don't need to be an Islam too as well. Because listen, I was thinking about this yet today. Because I see the Muslim sister today. And I was thinking like Islam got a violent spirit. Like they got that, what's it, jihad? You know, want to go and unalive infidels type of spirit. That's how I feel like Islam is. Like it seems like it's yeah, wild. Yeah, like wild. It's like yeah, like I don't understand how, you know, every time you hear about something going on in the hood, in the ghetto, it's always tied to one of these two religions, Muslim or Christianity. Most people that's in the hood believe in, you know, believe in Jesus Christ and they believe in God and they're Christians. There's a lot of brothers and sisters in the hood that believe in Allah and Muhammad. You understand what I'm saying? Now you got it real quick. We're gonna find out what's the two biggest religions in the whole world. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Here's the breakdown. Christianity, with the estimated 2.38 billion followers, it represents nearly 1/3 of the world's population.
Sheesh.
Islam, the second largest religion.
The what? The second? So the first one is Christianity. Christianity is the biggest religion in the whole world. That's crazy. And most of our brothers and sisters are Christians and Muslims. It's like very few of us are Israelites. You understand what I'm saying? Like we're just now starting to wake up that we are the Israelites. But the biggest religion is Christianity. You want to know why Christianity lied to our people? Because when you go out in the ghetto, just go out there and just walk around your neighborhood. Just walk around your neighborhood and see it. Matter of fact, I don't even think you have to even do that because you know what I'm talking about. Right. You see our neighborhoods are destroyed. And this is why I can't say Islam too. I should have named it Christianity and Islam is a lie. Because you know, Islam is a lot of drug dealing going on in Islam. Listen, I believe I forgot what it was called. You know, a famous Philly gang. Understand what I'm saying? Like when my dad was growing up, I forgot what it was called. You know, they was Muslims. So with a J or something. They was Muslims selling drugs. Listen. When my pop came home from prison, he was telling me stories about Muslims doing all of these things. You understand what I'm saying? Doing all of these things. Matter of fact, if I could, you remember? I believe it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It was one of them. It's like a basketball player. Somebody went in his house and I think unalived his kids or did something. I forgot what it was, but I know somebody. I know they got locked up for it. My dad knew what I'm talking about because he told me about it. But they got locked up for it. But he was describing that they was drowning the baby in the sink or something like that. And man, and it was Muslim though. You don't hear Israelites doing that. Even listen. You might hear a lot like a couple things. I can't even say that because they do that stuff. Listen, in the I.S.U.P.K, we don't do that. You understand what I'm saying? I can't even speak for the people outside the I.S.U.P.K that believe they're Israelites because they do a whole bunch of other stuff that the Christian church does. Right. You know what I mean? That's why we call them Christians too. Listen, this is why we call fake Israelites Christians too as well because they do the things that the Christian church do. You understand what I'm saying? So we need to understand that Islam don't work for black people or Christianity don't work for black people. You can see it in your neighborhoods. Right. You understand what I'm saying? If you could, go to Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. Go to Hosea chapter 4, verse 6 real quick. Yeah, man. Go to Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. Yeah, man. Let me know when you get it. You mean, go ahead. You got it?
This is the book of Hosea chapter 4, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
Listen, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. What that mean? We are just so destroyed that we want to find our identity so bad, so we want to be Muslim, so we want to be Christian. We grew up in these two prominent, dominant religions in America, right? But that is destroying us because that's not the true knowledge of God. Christianity don't even follow the Bible. Islam definitely don't follow the Bible. Listen, they was taught. Listen, they teach you that you could beat your wife. You could abuse your wife. They taught you that if your wife go to bay, that you can withhold rod from her. That's crazy. Maybe the problem is you're not giving her too much. You're probably ain't giving her at all. She's probably got an attitude because of that. Have you thought about that? Well, no, you want to withhold it from her. Then you want to smack her and strike her. That's what they say in the Quran, right? The Quran, and then they got some. Well, I don't know. I don't know about the Quran. Other brothers that was in Islam probably know more than me. They got other things in there too as well. They got in their Quran unalive infidels. You understand what I'm saying? They got their Quran. Matter of fact, it was a video in the car posted. You probably see that thing when the brother. Yeah. What was it? Smoking weed, John? No, he was saying. Yeah. Can you get that shit? Can you get it? It's on Instagram, right? Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna try to find it. I think it's on It's on the I.S.U.P.K. All right. If I can find it, I'm gonna send you the link. I'm gonna send it to you in the email. And man, like Muslim brother, and I'm like, that's true though, right? When if you need to make some money, you can sell drugs. When you can, it's so diabolical because they try to make an excuse to sin. They found an excuse to sin, man. And listen, and this is why we are destroyed because we are following the garbage of Islam. Islam is garbage, man. Islam is not for black people, man. And we need to come back to the truth of what God really is. God would never, ever tell you to go sell drugs because you ain't got no money in your pocket. Right. That is a weak man right there. If you go and selling drugs because you ain't got no money, you are a weak man. You understand what I'm saying? Especially in today's time. Listen, I might could understand, you know, a little bit, like 20, 30 years back or something. I might could at least a little bit understand. But right now, there's no way you selling drugs, you selling fentanyl, you selling perks, you selling pills. You understand what I'm saying? You selling all of these drugs, destroying. Here we go, right here. I think I got it right here. You're selling all these drugs just to destroy your people because you need to make $1. You need to make $1. Listen, the hell with Islam, man. Islam is not for black people. And Quadra Zakaria and I.S.U.P.K said that. You understand what I'm saying? There's no way that you should be selling drugs in 2025. Anybody, unless you're a pharmacist or something. You know what I mean? You're a pharmacist, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, it is what it is. That's your job. But you can sell anything in America right now that's legal. It's so many things you can do. It's so much information out here you can do to make money. That's not an excuse anymore. You can't use that. You can't use, well, I need to make some money, so I gotta sell drugs. This is like a sister selling her box. A sister can go to school and be a doctor. A sister can make a business, a beauty business. You know, they got beauty salons all over the place now. You know what I mean? So she could do something. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, you go on Instagram and make money by just posting your pictures. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's ways to make money. You understand what I'm saying? Get some real estate or something like that. You can get a job. You can get a good paying job. I understand why people think getting a job is so like sorry or something. There's a lot of people out here with jobs that make good money. There's a lot of people out here with city jobs. I mean, they got contracted jobs with the city that make money. Right. You understand what I'm saying? There's no excuse that you should be having financial problems right now. You want to know why you're having financial problems? Because you're destroyed for a lack of knowledge. I mean, that's all you know. You understand what I'm saying? But it's too much information out here for you not to grasp it and soak it in. Just like this Bible. This Bible got a whole lot of knowledge. It has a whole lot of it. This is how you get out of the condition that you're in by coming back and reading this Bible. This Bible is going to build you back up. It's going to destroy everything that you ever believed in, but it's going to build you up so tremendously. You understand what I'm saying? That when you go around the people that you know, they're going to look at you like, who the heck is this person? I don't listen, you speak a whole different way now. You understand what I'm saying? Islam is garbage, man. And I thought you pulled up the video, you understand what I'm saying, about the brother talk about eating pork. Right. You know what I mean? He a Christian too. He don't even know a thing. He a Christian too. You know, brother is a Christian. You understand what I'm saying? That want to destroy black folks. If we was out there, you listen, you know, we would have told him, you can't eat shrimp, crab, and lobster, no matter what. You know what I mean? It's not like, even in prison, I don't understand. My dad was eating apples and oranges in prison, I tell you. And bananas. You know, my dad, he's a vegetarian. My dad was eating apples and oranges and bananas in prison. So you might about to sit here and tell me that all they got is pork in there. Right. You about to sit here and tell me. You telling me you can't avoid the Slim Jim? You telling me you can't avoid the Slim Jim? Now, certain things that might have pork in it, like, you know, ingredients like, you know, they probably got like, let me see, like a Pop-Tart or something. You might got a Pop-Tart, might got pork in it. You probably don't know because they put in these ways that you gotta look it up. What the heck is this? And then you say, oh, this comes from a pig. You know what I mean? Then I understand. But you know it got pork in it, brother. You just making an excuse to be a sinner. That's all. And so I'm saying that if you could post that. You can share the video. You know what I mean? All right, there you go. And I might read this. I got a new YouTube channel called Talk. So I might react. I might actually, do a video to this. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Boy, nigga, to just stop smoking weed overnight sometimes. You ain't gonna happen that way. Sometimes it take time. Some of us are stronger than the rest in particular areas. So a brother still may be blind.
Listen, he says some people are stronger in areas that you're strong. Listen, that only should apply to certain things. That shouldn't apply to keeping the law. It should not be. Listen, you are 304. You have the urges to have sex with all these men. So you're not that strong in this part. but you still can do this part. No, she is a 304. She is saying she know that she is 304. She know that it's bad. Stop making an excuse for her to keep doing it. Stop making an excuse for a brother to still get high. Stop doing it. He needs to stop smoking weed. That's what you need to tell him to stop doing. Stop smoking marijuana.
Right.
Stop smoking this. Just stop doing it. I'm pretty sure this brother, I can't even say that. He probably get high. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, just show your brother that they lack, because the brother wouldn't allow you to keep smoking weed if it's your weak point. That is the whole point of brother. If I'm lacking in something, my brother can aid me or help me in fighting that battle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's what counsel coming at. That's what they don't understand too, thing.
Right.
Do they even have counsels? Listen, he wanted to go viral. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to go viral. He don't actually mean what he's saying. Matter of fact, he do mean what he's saying. I'm tripping. He do mean what he's saying. He don't want to see those black boys rise up. He want to see those black boys in the ground. He want to see those black boys on the corner with his pants sag getting high. That's what he want to do. He want to see them just like that, so he could walk up on them and make it seem like he a cool dude. Like, listen. When I come up to you, I'm not your friend in a sense like this. Like, no, you grew up in a single mother household. Your mom want to be your friend. Like, she let everything slide in what you do. That's what he doing. He was probably raised by a single mother that let him slide for everything that he did. He come in the crib with drugs. She let him slide as long as he paid the bills. He come in there with a pound of weed. She let him slide, just because he probably threw a couple grams or something like that. Because my mothers get high too. That's where we get it from. We get weed smoking from our mothers and the people in our neighborhoods. I got weed smoking. Listen, when I was smoking weed, I got it from my mama. Listen, my mama used to smoke weed in front of me. You understand what I'm saying? She used to get high in front of me. Her and my aunts in the projects, in Blumberg projects. When the projects was there. You understand what I'm saying? On Clearfield Street, right down the street from Bancroft Course to Allegheny. Listen, a lot of people probably know what I'm talking about. This from Philly. You know what I mean? They used to smoke and get high in front of us. You understand what I'm saying? And we picked the habit up and we started getting high to the point we was going to them projects in the high rise. I mean, in Blumberg getting high. And then, it's crazy. It was so crazy that they had the nerve to ask us we high. We come in the crib. Listen, I'm light skinned, I show all on my face. Like, we come in the crib, like, oh, you high? I was like, you already know I'm high because you smoke weed already. You already know. But they still let it slide. They still ain't give us no butt whipping. They still ain't chastise us. They still ain't do none of that thing. They let it slide because we looked at them as our friends, not mothers. Right. You understand what I'm saying? And that was my mom. I can say this. Listen, I remember my mom swear she was cool. Swear she was thorough. Even though I kind of understood what she was trying to do. She was trying to keep me safe. But smoking weed, keeping me safe as well. Right. In the same area, because I came back when I was living in my old neighborhood, when I was living in Logan. I was getting so much stuff. I had to leave. I had to go live with my mom. You know what I mean? I was getting sick and tired of my grandma's house anyway because a lot of stuff was going on in there. So I wound up leaving. But when you go to another hood, especially if you know somebody there, you're going to be going outside. Right. You're going to be going outside on the same go. We'll be going on the block. My mom started to see it. Mine said, oh, you're going outside, your cousins around here, you're chilling on the block, you're chilling on a drug block at that. You understand what I'm saying? You're chilling on a drug block at that. And you should just come in the house and smoke. Stay in your room and smoke. I'd rather for you to do that. That's what she told me. And I did that. I mean, it kept me alive, but at the same time, it destroyed me too because I was getting high. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, so did it really save my life? I mean, it's up for debate. You understand what I'm saying? But, I mean, we grew up looking at our mothers and our parents as friends, man. This brother tried to be that man's friend. No brother's friends. I'm not their friend in the sense of, I'm letting you slide. No, I'm your brother. You understand what I'm saying? When I say I'm your friend, I'm your brother. And I'm going to tell you what you need to stop doing. Whether you feel like I'm hurting your feelings or you're getting offended or whatever the case may be. A true brother is going to chastise, going to tell his brother his faults, man. You know what I mean? And what Thanya said was so heavy, like, you're supposed to tell him, try to help him with his weak points. You understand what I'm saying? It's like a Hebrew Academy. Right. You know what I mean? Thanya always coming bothering me. Hebrew Academy is lacking. You know what I mean? Why you throw that punch like that, Quadazar? Listen. You think he telling me that, trying to make me feel some type of way, trying to make me feel like some simple or somebody weak or some type of coward? No, he's actually showing me to sharpen me up. He's not doing that just cause. He's doing that because he sees something that I don't see. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes it is too when it comes to your and this for your sisters. Christianity destroyed our sisters, and Islam destroyed our sisters. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say this: like women disobey you because that. I'm gonna say this: women only are submissive to things that they are that they agree with.
Right.
Sometimes you're not gonna agree with your husband, and most likely you're gonna disobey your husband. You understand what I'm saying? Sisters need to understand this. We're going to see things that you might not see. You understand what I'm saying? We're going to see it, and you might don't agree with it, but you're going to see it. We're going to see it. So when you're looking at us, like, oh, you just trying to control us, and now you're being disobedient. That's the same way as what I was just bringing up with Athania. He's seeing me throw a punch. You understand what I'm saying? He said, no, that ain't how you throw a punch. I'm not going to get all mad and angry. I'm going to listen to my brother and take heed to what my brother say because, for one, he been training. He know how to fight. He don't know all this. Why not listen to my brother? Why not listen to him sharpen me up? So when your husband doing the same thing, he's sharpening you up. You understand what I'm saying? Just like when I might go tell my young brothers in the hood to stop smoking weed, to stop getting high. Oh, this is your weak point. Let me help you with your weak point so you can be stronger at it. Stronger in it, so you can fight that. Like Athania was saying, it's the same exact thing when you tell your wife, listen, don't hang around this woman. That's sharpening your wife up. You understand what I'm saying? That's sharpening her up to pay attention, to move a certain type of way. This brother want these brothers to be in the same condition forever. He want them to sin. You could keep doing the video.
That don't mean that his Islam ain't sufficient.
Boy, stop right there.
You know, certain type of
What the heck that mean? It don't mean his Islam is sufficient. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. God not even hearing sinners. Matter of fact, get that scripture real quick. You talk about sufficient. God punishing us because we getting high. It's not enough. You getting high is the main reason why we are punished. You selling drugs is the main reason why we are being punished. So how can you say it's not? It's still important to, like, what? The main reason why we are here right now is because of us disobeying God. God's about to turn our back on us. So for him to say just because he get high don't take away that he's still a Muslim. If I could, be a Muslim, that sounds like an oxymoron anyway, because don't that mean like submit to God or something? That's what they say. They say he means submit to God. But how is he a Muslim if he's not submitting to God? When you submit, don't you gotta yield? Don't you gotta listen? Don't you gotta apply? Don't you gotta obey? How you gonna tell him to still get high and be a Muslim at the same? It doesn't make any sense. This is why you need to come back to who you really are.
Which one was sufficient? Was it 2 Corinthians 3:5?
Damn, what I wanted?
Something about sufficient.
No, God don't hear sinners.
Oh, God didn't hear sinners.
Yeah, God don't hear sinners. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we need to understand that Islam is not for black people. Islam is telling you can smoke weed if you are weak at it. If you can't stop smoking weed and you're weak and you can't fight to stop smoking weed, it's telling you to still get high. It's telling you to still get high. Don't have traits of a woman that you're so weak that you'll be petty. You get your emotions from your mother. Don't they know that, Athania?
Right.
People grew up with mothers and they get their emotions from their mothers. This is why it's so hard for you to stop doing certain things, because you don't know what a strong black man is. A strong black man can conquer anything in his life. I went cold turkey on smoking weed. I just stopped. But you know what I used to do when I used to smoke weed? I used to take breaks anyway. I used to take breaks. I remember the first time I took a break is when I had no choice. I was on probation. I had to take piss tests. But you know what's so crazy about that? I started smoking cigarettes. I started smoking more cigarettes. You understand what I'm saying? Just to have a feeling of just smoking. I wanted to start smoking again. Then I started here and there, stop, take a break, smoke again, take a break, smoke again. Then I came into the knowledge of who I am. I went cold turkey. I stopped smoking without no urges of wanting to get high. You know, something happened. I started getting high again. Then I just went cold turkey again, and now here I am. I ain't smoking like 4 years. And so I'm saying that's my strong point. I got a little bit more willpower than other people, but I look at myself as a conqueror. I believe I can conquer anything. I believe I can conquer the things within myself that I'm dealing with. Sometimes it takes time. Sometimes you just gotta fight. But I'm not going to sit here and tell my brother that, oh, keep smoking weed, even though you can't, you can't stop. I'm gonna tell him to stop. I'm gonna tell him go get some counsel. You understand what I'm saying? You can read it.
This is the book of John, chapter 9, verse 31.
Go ahead.
Now we know that God heareth not sinners.
Now we know that God heareth not sinners. He said, just because you smoke weed doesn't make your Islam any less sufficient. But the Bible just say God don't even hear you if you get high.
Right.
God don't even hear you. And what book that is in? Is that John? That's in the New Testament. That's in the New Testament for you Christians. And if I'm not mistaken, don't the Quran say you gotta read the Bible?
Right.
Don't the Quran say that? So why the heck is you listening to this brother steering you wrong? The same way with the Christian church. You understand what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you can keep playing it.
Circumstances and situation, brother might have to amp up the ante.
Oh, stop
that
right
don't
there.
mean that something wrong with his Islam or there's a
stop right there. The only time a brother should up the ante when he feels as though that his life is on the line.
Right.
I don't understand how you selling drugs. You selling drugs, you're on the track.
Right.
And somebody run up on you and you up in the ante. You're still wrong no matter what. You shouldn't even be selling drugs in the first place.
Right.
You shouldn't even be doing it. Now, what if a brother look at you wrong? And you feel as though he disrespecting you on your hood, right, your manhood, all this type of stuff, right? What if he doing that? You'll still shoot him.
Right.
How many brothers that get shot, you understand, just because you looked at a person wrong? Matter of fact, you might even bump into the brother. You might even bump into the brother, and he might still want to be on 10 and try to harm you or unalive you because you just bumped into him. And you might say, my bad, brother, I apologize. And he might still want to shoot you. Up the ante how? Why are you not even trying to talk it out with your brother? See, in I.S.U.P.K, we were taught to de-escalate, situations, not to escalate them. We're here to de-escalate. So we won't harm a brother. We only want to do it unless we have to. Sometimes these brothers don't have to do it. Sometimes they don't. Listen, a brother might pull up on you, and you probably don't got no gun. And he starts shooting at you. He missed. He don't hit you. Now what do? 2-3 weeks later, you'll see the same brother that did that, and you'll kill him. You'll unalive him. You're unalive. It's been 2 or 3 weeks. And here, somebody do that to us, and we don't handle that problem right then and there, we're not about to go seek revenge. Right. We're not about to go, look, now I just got to forgive that brother. I can't 2 or 3 weeks later and go and unalive him because he shot at me, and he hit me. Now he can get locked up by the cops, that's whatever the case may be. The Lord will deal with him at that point. Right. You understand what I'm saying? You cannot be out here unaliving your brothers and sisters without cause. You mean without reason. It has to be a good reason why you're doing this. You understand what I'm saying? Is there any more on that?
Deficient with his understanding of Islam, circumstances and situations may have called for that, and this is where the law of necessity come in, like eating pork.
He said circumstance. The main reason why brothers are selling drugs, the main reason why brothers are unaliving each other is because of circumstances. I'll say a thing. I'm pretty sure you from the hood. I'm from the hood. Nathaniel Allen's from the hood. Officer Yadaya's from the hood. The Car's from the hood. Captain Ahmad is from the hood. Captain Akkad is from the hood. Most brothers and sisters in the I.S.U.P.K are from the hood. That sold drugs. That did horrible things. So you telling me because of circumstance, he has to do this? Come on, man. Are you kidding me? You're looking at somebody that rose above everything.
Right.
Y'all don't even understand, man. I just told the story. I had to leave my grandma's crib. You know what's crazy? Also tell you, when I was growing up down Logan, and man, I was off the porch. I was running around, like to the point. My grandma used to lock the door at 10 o'clock. If you ain't in the house by 10 o'clock, I'm locking my door. I used to sleep on the porch, right on this little metal swing outside. 15, 16 years old. To the point that it's 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, my sister would come check out and see if I'm outside just to let me inside the house. I used to be on the corner. Miss Shirley used to call the cops on me. I used to be in the project. Brothers are shooting at somebody. I'm running, dodging bullets. You understand what I'm saying? I've been around people that play with all types of, weapons and stuff like that. They're putting guns together in front of me at a young age. I've been around this type of circumstance. Now I'm here in the I.S.U.P.K. So don't tell me that we can't change. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I'm thinking. Before I even came in the truth, even though I still had my identity as being an Israelite, but I still was in the world. I still was thinking, I still had worldly thinking. I got stabbed before I got in this truth. A lot of people don't know that. I'm gonna talk about that story on my YouTube channel one day. I got stabbed. I went to the police station to make a police report. That was the smartest thing I ever did. Brothers don't make police. You know what's crazy? I'm on the block. I'm down Kensington. I'm on the block, right? These brothers are Muslim, mind you. These brothers are Muslim. He was like, "Oh, you making a police report? Like you making it like I'm a snitch or something, right?" I'm doing the right thing because, like I said, I tell a story on my YouTube channel. I'm not gonna go in depth with it. If you know, you know. I went down to the police station. I go outside. There's a whole bunch of people outside waiting for me. You already know who outside waiting for me. People that's in the world that love me. You know the first thing they say, "What do you want to do? What do you want to do?" I already knew what that meant. I knew where they was at. But me trying to fight the urge not to seek revenge, I had to tell them to fall back. Don't do nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Because other people are involved that don't need to be involved. And I don't want you to go do something and they're there and it's all bad. I don't want to traumatize anybody else. So I had to fight that. I was like, you know how mad I was? You know how you grew up and you want to fight somebody so bad, like tears start coming out your eyes. Like you so bad, like you're not crying, but you just mad. You just want to crash out. That's how I was when I got in my crib. I am too about it. But I didn't seek revenge. I didn't crash out. Because I would not be here right now. Right. I would have told nobody. Listen, I would have went by myself for real. Because I'm really the thing I don't know what I'm talking about. I need to stop doing that, but I don't I would have been a crash out, but I didn't do nothing. He talking about because of the circumstance. Right. I had to fight some. I had to eat that. You know how hard that is? Well, it can be done though. That's the whole point. It can be done. You ain't about to sit here and tell me that it can't. You know what I mean? What the I.S.U.P.K here for? Not to show you that we can conquer whatever we put our mind to. I can conquer weed smoking. I can conquer unaliving my brother, seeking revenge. I can conquer that. I'm here. I'm doing it, today, now. And so I'm saying, how many people that probably I had beef with in the world that I don't even think about? They probably still like, oh yeah, he's still on that bad time, like trying to avoid me. Like, I'm not thinking about you, brother. You know what I mean? Listen, I'll pray and hope that you come here. You understand what I'm saying? I wish that you come in here and understand that you're an Israelite, that you need to change we need to change our lives. There's brothers that I know still holding grudges over basketball games. They say, hey, 15, 16 years old, they still not talking because of basketball game. That's crazy. That's crazy. Listen, I'm dead serious. Listen, I'm trying to my brother and his old best friend, man. Like, I'm cool. Listen, I'm cool with the brother. I'm cool with my brother. They come around, they don't speak to each other. They're looking at y'all like it was 15 years ago. It's not that deep. But this is what Christianity and Islam produces. This type of weak men. You understand what I'm saying? And he don't even know he's making these brothers weaker. He don't even know that. He don't even know that. Listen, God is not going to hear anybody that's getting high, and they know they're getting high, they know that it's bad, and they know all these things, and they're not trying to fight to change. He's not going to hear that. Right. You understand what I'm saying? You want to say something?
I was going to say, like, you can't read one story in the Bible where they just say, well, I'm going to just take this adversity and fall under it. Like, I'm the Pharaoh's son-in-law.
Right.
I'm going to just stay here instead. Because, being an Israelite is too harsh.
It's too hard. It's too hard, too.
And being a slave, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got to go speak to the people. But instead, that's what the Islam brother is teaching at least.
Right, yeah. I mean, they teach you to do anything for money.
Right.
So they teach you to do anything for money. So imagine when you listen. I pray to hope your rappers ain't doing what I hear. Right. Them Diddy parties, see Christianity with them Diddy parties. How many Muslims was in there? How you think about that? How many Muslims do anything for money? They compromise their morals for money. You understand what I'm saying? You see what Kevin Gates be doing. Listen, you know stuff he be saying. Listen, in one of his songs, he said he'll let his homie sleep with his wife. He said it in his song. And you know what's crazy? I like some of Kevin Gates' music. But when I heard that, and it was a song, I believe it's called Wrong Love or something like that. When I heard it, I'm like, what did he just say? And I couldn't listen to him really no more. I don't listen to him no more. I'd rather listen to Quadi before I listen to that guy. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But the whole point is Islam is not beneficial to black people. Because he's making these brothers weaker. You can keep going.
You in jail, they ain't feeding your ass nothing but some swine. What you gonna do? You gonna eat it or you gonna die?
Stop it right there.
You gonna survive on water or you gonna eat the Piggly Wiggly?
My niggas don't eat the Piggly Wiggly. It's crazy. You telling me you can't not eat pork in 2025? I'm gonna reiterate what I said earlier. My father been in prison for 27 years. And he was a vegan or vegetarian. He only ate apples, bananas, and oranges. I know some brothers can't live off that. So I feel you. But the whole point is it can be done in prison that you can stay away from pork. So my dad told me that, I'm like, oh, for real? I'm thinking pork prison was super crazy. He told me stories. I mean, it is harsh, but at the same time, it can be done in the prison too as well. You can stay away from them Slim Jims. You understand what I'm saying? You can stay away from them Slim Jims. You understand what I'm saying? You can stay away from a lot of things now. Now, certain things, that you might not know that's pork. Like like a strawberry Pop-Tart might got pork in it or something like that. Like you might not know, because sometimes they give like different names for what that might be pork. It might be a different name. Sometimes you might not know. That's a little different. You understand what I'm saying? But this is pork. You can stay away from it. You telling me you go into a ShopRite, you can't pick up the chicken, you can't pick up the turkey legs, you can't pick up the ground beef. You telling me that? You telling me he gotta eat pork? But in Philly, I understand. They stay away from pork in Philly, but they won't stay away from that blunt. You understand what I'm saying? He's telling you to make an excuse, like, oh, you're gonna die. Some Israelites died for not eating pork. Some people died, and that was Jews that that didn't want to eat pork, that didn't want to, you understand what I'm saying? Follow any of those garbage philosophies that they want us to follow. Don't you know that's in the Bible? Don't you know that's Israelite history? Listen, that's honorable. And I mean, that's honorable. You know what I mean? Like sometimes, like I said, it's honorable for you to do that. That you believe in your God so much that you'll say, you know what, I ain't eating this. And then it's not about the eating the pork thing. It's about standing on what you believe in. If somebody trying to make you subject to what they believe, everybody ain't going to do it. And they not wrong for being forced to do something. I mean, anybody ain't going to do it. You understand what I'm saying? Shalom, brother. What's going on? You understand what I'm saying? But the whole point is, you understand what I'm saying? That it is 2025. You should not be eating pork. You know what I mean? You should not be doing it. You understand what I'm saying? He said, eat the piggly wiggly. You know what I mean? Brothers died for not eating pork. Jews died, man. So you're not even about to sit here and tell me that, you know, that's very honorable. You know what I mean? In doing that. So you're telling me ain't no water. You got a question?
Yeah, you're talking about pork. I was talking about, what about the, I'm used to pork too. What about the tuna? Because I don't eat it at all. But like sometimes I might be very hungry and I might be out to eat. I might, but other than that, I ain't trying to eat. What's up with the tuna?
I mean, tuna is unlawful. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. Listen, no, it didn't take me a minute. I didn't know. I didn't know. I believe. Cover your head, brother. Yeah, I didn't know that it was unlawful. I remember Captain Kajazai said this. I think it was on Cross the Line. This is when I was in the world too. I used to go to the poppy store and I used to get the decent Watson, tuna fish hoagie. You know what I mean? And I was just sitting there watching Captain Kajazai say, "You can't eat tuna fish no more." And I forgot what he said. I think they don't got no skins, no scales, no scales or something like that. And I was like, "Yeah, go ahead, you can get it." I was like, "Yo, that's crazy." I stopped eating it though. Now, like I was telling the brother, for me to tell you this because your living situation, I would get counsel on it. You understand what I'm saying? Me, I would just get counsel from somebody that's over me. I mean, that's really more wiser than what I would say to you. But I would just say, me right now, I would just say stay away from it, or just try your best you can to stay away from it. You know what I mean? Just to try to do it. You understand what I'm saying? Because your intention is not to eat it. You understand what I'm saying? You don't want to eat it. You understand what I'm saying? But how your situation is set up, you understand what I'm saying? It's kind of gonna be hard, but I would try to avoid it if you can. But I would just get counsel on it too. Just don't take my word for it. I would just get counsel. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says in Leviticus chapter 11, verse 11 through 12. They shall be even an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh,
right?
But ye shall have their carcasses in an abomination. Verse 12, whatsoever have no fins, nor scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you. Right.
So we found out that tuna got no scales, no whatever fins, whatever the case may be. Don't have it. You understand what I'm saying? So like I said, I would just try to avoid it the best way you can because your living situation. You understand what I'm saying? But I will get counsel. I will get contact with the camp leader in Philly. You understand what I'm saying? If you need to talk, listen, maybe, I call him, and let him know your situation. Because I don't know if you got a phone or not. You have a phone? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he might come over here and have a conversation with you. Or I could have you talk to him and stuff like that. But, I would just tell you to get counsel. You understand what I'm saying? And you see what I'm saying? See what I just did? That's our home. They eat the tuna like the Muslim brother just did. I will understand why you would eat it. I won't understand why they would eat it. They in the streets, in the trap right now. They're not poor. They selling drugs. Muslim brothers are selling drugs. Making money. They ain't got to dig through no trash cans. They ain't got to do none of that. I'm not saying you are, brother. But I'm just saying, they don't have to figure out where the next place they're going to sleep at. They in the trap. They know where they're sleeping at. In the trap. He telling him, you trying to fight not to do it. He telling them to be weak. That makes you more stronger than these brothers right here. Go ahead.
So like I say, also, you got brothers in the school, like you feel as though you forced to eat something that's unlawful, you call the priest. That's our job, the priest, the prophet to the Lord, to offer you something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you can grab my number, his number, or like you were saying, you get a higher up's number, and he'll order somebody to figure out where you at and make sure you got something to eat so you don't starve. That is the job of the priest, to make sure the people is good. You know what I'm saying? So
right, yeah, that, yeah, what they just said is so heavy. Yeah, that too. Listen, I didn't even know that. Yeah, man, that too. You understand what I'm saying? You know, but like the counsel is always will be needed. These brothers need counsel. They don't need no Muslim man telling them it's okay to eat pork. It's not okay. It's not okay to eat tuna fish. It's not okay. You know what's crazy? They eat shrimp, crab, and lobster too. Listen, I remember Beanie Siegel. Listen, I like Beanie Siegel music. He's still Muslim though. And I remember watching his I think he had like a short reel on Instagram or something. He opened up a new truck. I believe it was a halal truck too. Yeah, he got a food truck. I think it's in Northeast somewhere. And I remember O'Malley came down. You understand me? Mill cousin. He came down and he made I think it was a lobster cheesesteak. A lobster cheesesteak. They Muslim. They think I'm pretty sure they know lobster is unlawful. I'm pretty sure they know these things because the Levitical law is the same law they're supposed to follow. That's where they get the no pork from. Right. That's where they get no eating pork from the Levitical law. Where else did they get it from? Muhammad ain't have it. Muhammad got it from Israelites. Muhammad got the Levitical law from Israelites. That's where he got it from. That's it for Babylon and Timbuktu. You understand what I'm saying? He got his game from Israelites. I don't know where he got that 9-year-old. If he married 9-year-old women from, little girls from, I don't know where he got that from. He didn't get that from the Bible though. Right. But he definitely did get that Levitical law of not eating pork from the Torah. What you think they was teaching out of in the time when Muhammad was here? The Torah. Right. You got a question?
So what do you think you saw the keys that was like 9, 8 years old, those type of keys that you grab the Bible? What do you think that last time for this brother who was asking for it's my opinion, I don't know. But I know the Bible says it's not to everything that we know in the Bible, but you have a 9-year-old, because in reality today you have 18, 19-year-olds becoming leaders, you know, and you end up in federal prison. But as soon as you in the Bible days, you had 8 and 9-year-old becoming king, taking on the throne. Whether it's true or not, that's what I read sometimes.
I mean, yeah, some cultures that might be okay. It depends on in our culture, listen, you know how in the Jewish community they teach like, I believe a kid, a boy be 13, he have his bar mitzvah, he become a man. Israelite culture, I gotta see it. Some brothers and sisters might mature faster than others, right? It might take a sister 20 years old to mature. You understand what I'm saying? But that don't mean that either or, like, you don't marry no 9-year-old girl anyway. You understand what I'm saying? You don't mean that. You know what I mean? That never meant that in that time. But when it comes to kings and all that, and you know, somebody becoming a woman or a man, we gotta see if that person ready. But it wasn't that age. Like, you gotta think about it today. You think like everything ain't new under the sun. For example, I was just talking about this grace thing. Which is you know grace, right?
Grace, yes, but if I could,
go ahead.
Based on what we're still talking about the 9-year-old king in today's world, for safety of our culture, you know what I'm saying? This is about your protection. You're gonna have 19-year-olds studying the whole Quran. I'm not talking about the Quran, but there's gonna be doctrines Your doctrines and stuff like that, like Dodge, DOGE, the government efficiency. That's new today. They're gonna be 5, 6, 7-year-old kids. They're gonna studying that document and knowing it from the back to the front, left, right, by the time they're 8, 9 years old.
Okay, I got you.
This basic one was telling me that my son learned the whole Quran from beginning to end since he was 5 years old. You gotta think about that in reality today.
Yeah, I got you. No sweat. Now, it's kids today in different cultures that are kings that is young. It's still happening today. Yeah, I forgot it's a documentary. I believe Morgan Freeman was going around the world, you know, studying people's cultures and seeing what type of God that they worship. You know what I'm saying? It had a woman, this heathen woman, little girl. I forgot how old she was, like 10, and they was worshiping this girl like she was God. It's different cultures that do it. Our culture doesn't. And for you know, little kids having the knowledge, you know what I'm saying, at a young age, which is a great thing. I'm gonna say this to you. I guarantee you, them brothers that's inside of that video that we was watching can recite the Quran. That's what they have to do at a young age. They have to recite the Quran. Understand what I'm saying? But guess what? They still got that blood in their mouth. What do that mean? It's still getting hot. It's still selling drugs. You can recite anything. Matter of fact, if you could, go to Deuteronomy 28:1. Understand what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand, you can have all the knowledge in the world. You can have it all. If you're not applying it, it don't mean anything. And someone say you're just a drug addict, you're just an unaliver, you're just a woman abuser, you're just a child abuser. I mean, if you're not applying it, then it's vain. It doesn't mean nothing. You don't give it power. You got to give these words power, man. And someone saying you got to live these words. That's when they see God. How we move, that's when they will see the Most High. In a sense, like we're doing his will, not like actually seeing his face. You will see the Spirit of God, the Spirit of the Most High, through the people that's doing his work. Understand what I'm saying? You got it? Go ahead.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
It's going to come to pass when brothers and sisters are going to listen. Just like you coming to this class, you want to learn, you want to understand, understand what I'm saying about this Bible. It's going to come to pass when we want to come in, you want to hear the Lord of the God, from voice of the Lord thy God. Well, you want to obey it too. Go ahead.
To observe.
To what?
To observe.
To observe is the peep game. To observe is to learn. To observe is to get the knowledge. Sometimes it can be used for experience. You know, you observe something, you have the experience too as well. But in this context, it's to learn. It's to soak up the game. It's to get the knowledge. That's why I said to hearken. To listen. To soak the game up. To observe it. To learn it. Keep going.
And to do all.
And to what?
Do all.
To do what?
All.
To do. To do. A lot of people miss that. It didn't say hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, observe, and then it say read the last part.
And to do all his commandments.
Go ahead.
Which I command thee this day.
Go ahead.
That the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
It didn't say that hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God to observe that you will be set on high. It don't say that. It say to observe and to do. You have to apply it in order if you want to rise, or you want to be in power, if you want to be a king, if you want to be a person that's ruling, you have or Lord over this place. You have to do all the commandments. But the Christian church don't do that. Islam don't do that. This is why blacks, Hispanics are at the bottom today, because they make excuses like this brother for these other brothers, the sin. You understand what I'm saying? The Christian church it makes our people sin. The Muslim mosques do it too as well. Go ahead, I tell you.
I was gonna say so heavy because when we just think about when you follow the law, statutes, commandments, and you think about what's going on in the world. I.S.U.P.K didn't have to worry about COVID because I.S.U.P.K don't eat bats. I'm saying we follow the laws of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? While the rest of the world, and this is why it's so poetic how the Lord says these things, because it says he's going to set you on high. You know what I'm saying? The whole world, there's going to come a time where the whole earth comes to blacks and Hispanics for the answers to their problems. Because we're the ruling class.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why would they do that? Why else would they do that?
Mm-hmm.
Because why the hell are we under disease? Well, if it wasn't eating so much damn swine over there,
right.
You wouldn't have swine flu all through your nation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How are your skin so glowing? Well, we don't put doo-doo in our hair, okay? And, you know what I'm saying? So this is what happens when everything is flipped. You know what I'm saying? Right now, it's like we following the behind and we're the head.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like a dog chasing his tail. That's the earth right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be the head, leading the way. We want to follow the rear end. Right. I don't even know its tail from its behind. Like, we following all these other nations. Like the brother brought out earlier, just the spirit of Islam it's like there's no sense to it. It's like a wild person, like I brought out last week. Ishmael is described as a wild man.
Right. You're right.
He has no sense. He does things erratically. And you think of the nation, the religion, Islam, it makes no sense at all. The damn Quran is a comic book. You know what I'm saying? And then they beat their women. They molest children, abuse children. You know what I'm saying? And this is what black people emulate. You know what I'm saying? So it just further proves that the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander YAHANNA have been preaching nothing but facts since 1969.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we just want to follow all these other nations has led to our downfall.
Right.
We should be following these laws and commandments that were literally put in our hands to lead the earth.
Right.
Like you were literally given the playbook to live differently and be a king.
Right. And it said to do it.
Right.
You got to do it.
Right.
You can't just have all the knowledge. What they say? How too many law? What too many rotillary? But I don't know what they be saying when they be saying their prayers or when they be speaking to each other. But they don't do it. That's why we are destroyed. Go ahead, brother. You got a question? You have a question, brother?
Yeah. About Ishmael.
Go ahead.
Ishmael didn't really have a father. His father was Roman and his mother was a slave. So of course he's going to be what he said. In today's society, we're speaking that our so-called Christian, but we not Christian.
Right now, if I could too, Arabs can be wild as they can be. That's what that's what Ishmael is. Ishmael is an Arab. The black man don't supposed to be a wild man.
Right.
He's supposed to be righteous. He just had that spirit of that wild man. He's not actually a wild man by nature. The spirit of him that he has on him now, because of that filthy religion, is because he's a wild man. This is why he does things that doesn't make sense, like Athania was saying. What the brother's saying right now is basically make excuses and get high. Yep. You tell a crackhead that, oh, you smoking crack, you know, you're weak.
That's the situation.
You feel me? Like you weak. Just keep smoking crack. Oh, you taking fentanyl? You popping perks? Keep taking perks. If you feel like you're weak, you feel like you can't, Listen, you're still a Muslim.
Right.
Listen, a Muslim is submit to God. Understand? Listen, God don't hear sinners. Especially if your heart is not in the right place. And you know that you're doing something wrong. A lot of brothers know they're doing this stuff wrong. And they still make excuses. Men should stop making excuses. That's what we fail at. I had to tell my read this a long time ago. Stop making excuses. I'm not teaching my son to make excuses. Now, things happen. Of course, things happen, but things don't always happen.
Right.
You feel me? Things don't always happen. You know, listen, you know when you got somebody at work and you know that he always a BSer. We always have this one, he always have an excuse as to why he's not at work. Right. Oh, my dog died, or what did he use? Oh, my car broke down. You even got a car. But they still make all these excuses. If you know when somebody is BSing, you know it. You know you got that one coworker at your job that always bullcrapping. He come tell you these stories that you know he lying. You understand what I'm saying? or he try to make all these excuses of he don't keep his word. You don't never want to be like that. Things happen though. I'm not saying they don't, but you want to always keep your word. You always want to make sure you're not making no excuses. Then, you know, as I see right now, even though we gotta get a new banner, like, no excuses in his classroom right now. No excuses. You understand what I'm saying? We believe that in the I.S.U.P.K. We don't make no excuses. You understand what I'm saying? We are built up like that. I'm teaching my son. I don't want to hear no excuses. I understand sometimes you might have a situation that, all right, this happened. I mean, that's what the compassion come in at, and the empathy come in that. But when you always constantly doing it, I know you're a bull crap. I mean, you're a BS. I already know. There's no way. There's no way that, you know, you can't make it to camp 24/7 unless, you know, your job say that you know what I mean, that you can. We know when somebody BS it. We know somebody that's, you know, capping. You understand what I'm saying? And this brother right here is going to destroy black people, just like Creflo Dollar destroyed black people. Right. Just like TD Jakes, STD Jakes, you understand what I'm saying, destroyed black people. You understand what I'm saying, man? The Christian church is a lie, man. I was Christian before. I think, who was I talking to about, what I talked to you a thing about it? About me going to the hall or something. Oh, I was talking to the brother at the gym. This is a matter of fact. Tell this story. This is how the Christian church is so much of a lie. Instead of saying, listen, shout out to my brother, man. It's still my brother. You know what I mean? I see one brother I grew up in the world, you know what I mean, at the gym. I already kind of had a feeling, you know when you're Israelite, you always got a feeling that this is about to come. Especially when you see somebody in a long time, you on Facebook, you posted, and they liking your stuff, and they see what you got going on. I got a feeling he about to start asking me about this Israelite stuff. I ain't seen him in a while. And still saying, so he started asking me, so what's this, I see that you believe in this Israelite stuff. So I'm like, yeah, I believe it. I start breaking it down to him. He tried to line me up to try to get me to go back and forth with him. He'll know that I kind of peeped that. So we go back and forth. He said that God talked to him. God talked to him. He had a relationship with God, right? But then I asked him, we celebrate Christmas? He said, but you know what Christians say, but that's besides the point. It's besides the point. I said, do you celebrate Christmas? He's like, no, I don't celebrate Christmas. I'm like, okay. I was like, okay, now you're trying to play. This is what women do. So now you gotta be more in detail with it. Did you have a Christmas tree in your house? Yeah, I had a Christmas tree in my house, but my wife, it was my wife. My wife bought it in. In my head, I'm like, but you're the head of the house. How you let her bring in something that you don't believe in and you allow her to do it? Why God didn't talk to you and tell you to not tell your wife to bring this in here? And you have a relationship with God. But this is what the Christian church do. They say the God talked to them. Then you ask them, like, well, you believe in Christmas? They're telling you no. Oh, you know it's wrong. How you know it's wrong? I thought God was talking to you. God told you it was right to put it in there? Or was that Satan? You mean? I'm just saying. He said, listen, I hear the voices in my head. I'm like, what? Like, how you know if it's of God? This is what Christian church do. Christian church say they got a relationship with God. God, listen. Sisters have a calling, Nathaniel, to go preach. Matter of fact, give me that. Give me that. I mean, give me that. Because a lot of sisters, I mean, they say, oh, I have a calling. This is sister. Listen, I ain't gonna hold you. Listen, I ain't gonna hold you. I might DM her in a minute. I might DM in a minute. She a Christian though. I was just trying so hard not to hit her up, but it's like, I'm like, cause she keep liking my pictures. I like my pictures. So, I'm kidding, of course. But there's a sister on my joint, like she preaches. You understand what I'm saying? She preaches, and she thinks she got a calling from God. She got a calling to do what she do. I be wanting to comment on her stuff, but I don't be feel like sometimes like, it's my job to do this, but it's like, when it's not worth it, I don't engage. Me personally, if it's not worth it. Sometimes I'll be, on there, You had a question?
Yes, that's what you're saying. Women, they're more so motivators, like the song motivation, they think they're preaching, they're really motivators. I listen to a woman preach. She was just a motivator. She's not saying that us men don't know to do even if we're not doing it, And when they realize that they're motivators for a man or some men, whatever happened, I don't know, but that's when they're going to impress you when they speak. Like you said, you want to come and you probably want to say, I don't know what, but when she realizes she's the motivator and understanding that you speak to motivate me to make your life better type stuff. You know what I'm saying? You trying to tell me what to do, and you actually can't never tell me how to be a man.
Well, if I could, what you said is so heavy too. She can't tell you how to be a man. And if she were to motivate you, do it in private. Do it at the house. Do it when you're making me biscuits. That's when you do it. Don't get up on no podium talking about Jesus called you. God called you to come talk to me and motivate me. You know what she should have did? She should have been like Deborah or somebody. This is what she should have did. She should have pulled her husband to the side, and if she found God, she should have led him to the right place. And let him do it. Let him do it. Even though she might have found God before he did. For example, like a sister that comes into the truth that got a husband. She's not going to be up here teaching her husband how to be a man. She's going to send him to us. And listen, baby, listen, you should listen to these brothers that I'm listening to. You know what I mean? And it's crazy, just like the Bible say, a woman can win her husband over by her conversation. You know what I'm saying? She come in the truth. She come and follow shit. It's like she keeping these laws. And the way that she talking to that man probably make him come in here. Because he probably never been talked to like this, like since forever. Listen, the way a woman talk can make a man move. You understand what I'm saying? The way a woman talks can make a man move. He can come in here by the way that she speaks, how she conducts herself. I forgot. It was like this. I was watching. I think that's Slim and Queen and Slim, something like that. Pretty sure the thing. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? And I remember when they went to the crib where her cousin was at. They had the I guess the 304s. Yeah, and one of the sisters said inside, I believe it was a sister, said that when he go outside in the world, he not nothing. But in here, we treat him like a king. That's how a woman need to be. When brothers go out there in this world, knowing that we getting beaten and we getting beaten by this world because they're coming to us. They're oppressing us more than they're oppressing you because we're not falling for the okey doke more as women do. But when he come in the house, you should treat him like a king. You should treat him like he's somebody. You understand what I'm saying? That's when you win a brother over with conversation. He might come inside this truth if she does that. She can't come in here and sit on this podium. She bloody. I got sprayed with Lysol on you. I gotta burn it. I gotta throw it away. I gotta get rid of it. Listen, I gotta get rid of it. You understand what I'm saying? Sisters can't teach men how to be men. My wife can't teach my son how to be a man. She can nurture. And this too, what I tell my sister when y'all become pregnant, man. Y'all try all these tactics to try to get this man, to be around this baby, which there's nothing wrong with. But you're a nurturer. I believe in breastfeeding. That baby, as soon as that baby come out you, he want mommy breast. He want to suckle on mommy's breast and get healthy. He don't want daddy. He don't want me. And I think a lot of our sisters don't understand that. They take that feminism mindset and thinking we're supposed to be like white women. Because white women have their man always around them 24/7. That's not how that works. By nature, you are to nurture that baby until that baby gets a certain age. Then that's when the man takes over. That's when the man gets instill morals and principles inside of a baby that a woman can't do. That's why when kids get older, they don't listen to the mother.
Right.
Hold your point, brother. I remember I told my rib, I'm like, listen, your children ain't going, your sons ain't going to respect you. They don't even respect the father. because the father's going to make the child respect you. Go ahead, Nathaniel.
I was gonna say something because my daughter, like when she was little, my wife would baby her, let her do all types of stuff, and I would seem like the mean parent.
Right.
But now, and she'd be like, "You daughter going, what do you call it, like not like you or hate you or whatever."
Right.
And now I come home, hey, and she come with a little crown for me, king.
Yeah, right, right.
Because she understands, like, daddy is trying to instill certain things in me that he wants me to learn and grow. He wants to see me grow. You know what I'm saying? And then mothers that are like, this is why the single mother thing is so dangerous to the Black communities, because you thinking you loving and nurturing your child and it's going to make them flourish into a butterfly. That's what the white man told you.
Right, right.
You know, so all they need is love. Children just need love. Sometimes they need discipline.
Right.
They need fire too. You know what I'm saying? Fire makes gold. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what that father is for. Fire and pressure. You ever seen some of these fathers with these basketball sons or these football sons?
Magic Johnson.
They not all love and, oh, come on, son. We'll get them next year. Oh, they ain't that. We doing drills.
Oh yeah,
Drill.
Right. You know, what's some brother's name? Alonzo Ball and all
that. Yeah, like the ball sons.
Yeah.
He wasn't over there, hugs and kisses.
Yeah, right. LeBron James.
Nah.
You got a question?
Yeah. Like, you want to go shoot some more until you make all of them.
Right.
So this thing that you could sit out playing basketball where I go one of the top players, he was actually a football player, top defensive ends in the state, actually nation. You know what I'm saying? And he was telling me we got them playing like, yeah, man, because they got a female coach. And he was telling me basically he wasn't free because he had something to tell him.
You got a question? It's like you got a question?
Yeah, it's based on what we're talking about.
I'll go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? What's what we're talking about, you know? They can't teach a man. And I'm telling you from the kid that's telling me to my face what's going on right now, not back 1,000 years ago. You know, he's saying that she's trying to tell me to do something, this and that. He said, I can't really be myself, and I'm basically basketball and stuff like that. And I told him, I said, this room, bro, woman has thinner blood than you, softer skin.
Now,
so what is it in woman's body is weaker than yours.
And now, if I could, brother, brother Salaki, if I could. Now, this is why the Christian church is a lie. Because the Christian church teaches our women they can be like us. They teach equality in the Christian church. They teach that. They teach that we all are the same. We are not the same. You're a mother and I'm a father. Mothers got different duties than fathers. Now, we are both equal in the sense of we both got to keep the law. But we're not equal in our duties. We got to have somebody that's over somebody. Just like that boss that's at her job, somebody's over you. You have to listen to that boss. Don't be a gardening tool and listen to somebody for some money. Be righteous and listen to your husband that don't pay you. You understand what I'm saying? Even though your husband still might reward you, still might buy you things, buy you flowers, do things for you, but you got to know your lane just like he knows his lane. He's not coming over here trying to be a mother to your child. He's trying to be a father. And this is a lot of mothers don't understand. This is why God don't talk to women like that. You understand what I'm saying? Because they are a weaker vessel. If God talked to them, they probably ain't going to hear it. And today is so crazy that you got women out here thinking God is talking to them through, through I don't know, like through the spirit. I don't know what I don't understand it. They go out there and start preaching. You got the scripture? Yeah, maybe read that scripture. You understand what I'm saying? Like, women cannot teach the Bible. They can't, but they say God talked to them. That's what the Christian church tells black women. They could do whatever they want. We're equal. So they could go up on that podium and teach. Go ahead.
This is the book, the 1 Timothy, chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse 11.
Go ahead.
Let the woman learn in silence.
Stop right there. Let the woman what?
Learn in silence.
Not saying that a woman can't speak. If she in the comfort of her home, she can ask questions. She can talk to her husband. She could. Not saying she got to be a mute. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead.
With all subjection.
When you come in here, man, women are supposed to be silent. Brothers too as well. Listen, in the I.S.U.P.K, sisters can ask questions. They can raise their hand and ask questions. Being silent always don't mean like you're quiet. Right. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to bring that out in a minute too. But go ahead.
Verse 12. But I suffered not a woman to teach.
You suffer a woman not to what?
Teach.
Now, can a woman teach? Yes, a woman can teach. Women can teach the younger women to be sober. Teach the young women to be loving their husbands, obeying their husbands. They can teach them good things, but they can't teach me. They can't come up here and teach me or teach the whole nation. They have to be quiet. Right. They do that in the comfort of their homes. They do that when they talking to their sisters. And a sister might see another sister post something on Facebook, and she might, a sister that's more seasoned, she might call the sister a slacker and says, "Shalom, YAHUSHUA, it's like it says like I've been in the truth for some time, and I noticed that you posted something that is unacceptable, you know, in the school. I think you should take it down." You understand what I'm saying? Giving the wisdom of it. You understand what I'm saying? That's how you teach when you come being a sister, not up here. Not going on YouTube and Facebook, making YouTube channels, talk about God. Yeah, man. This is the first thing I'm gonna ask. Did your husband authorize it? Right. Did the priest of the Lord authorize it? Because why are you up here running your mouth? You don't know nothing. But they swear God talks to them. God is going to talk to you through me. It is what it is. She's suffering not the woman not to teach. She could teach the women and the children good things. She might could teach me how to make some money. But she can't teach the word of God to me. Right. And now, say if it wasn't no man around, she can still put him on game so he can do it. But she can't come up here on a podium teaching brothers and sisters anything about God. She need to know her place. Right. Understand what I'm saying? Is there any more on that?
I'm not sure what to talk about. Adam.
What was first? You do that. You read that one.
It's the book of 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 13. Mm-hmm. For Adam was first formed. Adam was first formed.
First formed mean he was being molded and built up to be a man of God. Right. That's what that means. He got the breath of life. He got the law, statutes, and commandments. Go ahead.
Then Eve.
Then who?
Eve.
Eve came second. Go ahead. They wasn't born they wasn't formed at the same time. Go ahead.
And Adam was not deceived.
Adam wasn't deceived. This is why women need to know their lane when they teaching men. Because Christianity tells our sisters that they're equal to men. They lie to our sisters. This is why they are the way they are. This is why women are so aggressive today. It could be because men are too soft, thanks to the Christian church. And they told them like that because I don't know what they think was submitting means. I don't know off the thing. It's just crazy. They just super aggressive today. Go ahead.
But the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
She the one that sinned. They do it today. Right. If I could have thing. If I could. I was doing listen, I'll give it to you in a minute. Listen. I'm doing Uber Eats before I came here. I'm on a little block, a one-way block. This is sister that jumped out the car, like at the corner. At first, she was backing up. I was like, why is she backing up on a one-way? Like she's like up, like she's backing up towards me. And I'm feeling like, why is she backing up on a one-way? She already went down the block. I guess she's seen somebody, hopped out the car, got this little stuff on, hype as ever she can be. All hugging on the guy, talking to him. I'm like, God damn, like you see people behind you, like I'm about to beat my horn and all that. She got in the joint, but I'm thinking she about to pull off. She backed up down the one way. And I ain't moving my car. I'm looking at her like, what the hell is she doing? There's something guy looking at me, just shaking his head. It's like kind of like he chugging like, what's wrong with this broad? So I'm looking at her like, what you doing? She's like, I'm trying to park, back up. Me, I'm like, I shouldn't move. I should just stay here because she wrong. Because if she would have did that, that was a cop. You understand what I'm saying? This is how simple our sisters is. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead.
If I could, you know what I'm saying? it's so this is why the Bible is for our learning. You know what I'm saying? Because what did we just get out of? Sisters falling for Kamala Harris, being deceived.
Or that heathen. Or that heathen.
You know what I'm saying? Like sisters fell for it again. But did they not fall for the Section 8? What's the thing they said you can't have a man in the house? Or they take
talking about the food stamps?
Food stamps.
Right.
Y'all thought y'all use that to kick your man out, and now what's the big problem in the black community? Single mother households. Because you thought you could tell a man, I don't need you, I got Uncle Sam. Yeah. It says Eve was deceived. You got this and this shows us what happens when Eve don't want to listen to Adam.
Right.
You go get F by Uncle Sam.
Listen, and that makes them the gardening tool. They don't even know it. It's still a gardening tool. You understand what I'm saying? And we wasn't deceived. Men can see. This is what I said earlier. Men can see things that women can't see. Certain things women can see that we can't see too. I'm not even going to take that away from them. But we see the morality and the principle and the intentions of everything that goes on. You know what I'm saying? You being deceived, they're thinking that you're equal to me. Christian, the pastor told you was equal. You know what I'm saying? The pastor told you, don't listen to this man if he got another woman. Leave him if he got another woman. Women cannot teach the Bible. Women should just sit back and let the priests and prophets teach this Bible to blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians. It's very important.
Right. So
to understand that we are not equal. Equality is for white people. That's for them. Y'all listen to other people. Listen, they being deceived by other people. You're being deceived by the feminist movement. You're being deceived by the Christian church. You're being deceived by the Islam. You're being deceived by all these philosophies that's destroying you. When the Bible is telling you, you cannot teach me. Christianity taught you that God can call you. The Bible don't say that. The Bible say he suffered not a woman to teach. Now, if you could, then read a scripture when the silent woman is a gift to the Lord. Yes, I believe it's an apocrypha. Silent woman is a gift to the Lord. It's one of my favorite scriptures. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, I believe it's it's Ecclesiasticus. They say Sirach, but it's Ecclesiasticus 26 or 14. You understand what I'm saying? We need to understand that the Christian church lied to our sisters. And listen, I know it's a hard pill to swallow. I know it. I know that it's a hard pill to swallow when you got somebody that's over you. You have to obey your husband. Now, I'm not saying that if the brother's a wicked man, if he's telling you to get high, smoke weed, to go buy him some cigarettes, never do that. Even a child. If you listen, grandma tell you to go buy some cigarettes and you in the truth and you 13, I can't do that, grandma. Listen, take that butt with me. Take that butt with me. But you're doing something that's right. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to do. That's what I'm teaching my son. So my son gonna have family members in the world. Listen, I ain't gonna hold you. I'll tell you, I had to get on my sister. But taking my son to a birthday party. Remember, we was out there down Kensington giving out food. I took my red with me. Had my sister watch my son. She ain't riding somewhere on a birthday, having a birthday party. Talking about, oh no, we just sitting here. Ain't no way my son just sitting there. Ain't no way he's sitting there. I know my son like back in my hand. But he just won. He don't know any better. He don't know where he at. He don't know what he doing. I had to get up on her. She wanted to apologize, but I had to get up on her. Like, I don't celebrate birthdays. You know that I don't do this. See, she don't see what I see. And she apologized. It ain't gonna happen again. But guess what? When my son get a certain age, it's gonna be a point that I'm not going, what? You go to a birthday party? Hey, Shalom, Dad. Can you come get me? They're trying to take me to a birthday party. I'm not going. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, they trying to, this is a pork sausage? I'm not eating that. Like, have your children like that. My mom still smoke weed, right? She never will tell my son to do this, but say if she do. Oh, can you go get me a blunt? He 15, 16. You already know growing up in the hood, you could go get a blunt at 15, 16 without getting carded. Right. They ain't give it to him. think my son going to do that? No. He gonna look at my mom like she got like 4 or 5 heads on her. Like, what? You just told me to do what? You know I'm not doing that. That's how you're supposed to have your children. And a wife could be like that too. If he's doing something wicked, then you don't gotta listen to that man. That man causing you to sin. Don't listen to that. But if he's telling you to do something righteous, you better do it, no matter if you like it or not. You don't agree with what your boss say. That's why you do little murmurs and slick talk, when he walk away. Right. You know what I mean? So do that to your husband. Give him that respect. Understand what I'm saying? We are not equal. Understand what I'm saying? You got the scripture? Go ahead.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 26, verse 14. A silent and loving woman.
A what?
Silent. A silent
and loving woman. What do that actually mean? To be quiet? Did not say nothing? I'm gonna give y'all some game. I'm pretty sure you know. You probably watch American Gangster thing. You remember when the Hispanic sister bought Frank Lucas that fur, right? You know what? You know why he got mad? He got mad. He was mad at that. That's the main reason why he took down his whole drug organization, according to the story. Why? Because it was too loud. It was doing too much. So when you hear silent, don't think about always being quiet. Just think about when you tell your child to go in the room, he starts stomping his feet. Oh, start crying and throwing temper tantrums. That's what it really means. Stop doing too much. Like move with some type of being modest, being discreet. That's what silent actually means. It don't actually just mean just be quiet. But that actually is good too, I think. That's definitely good. Shutting your mouth and guarding your lips is actually good. It can help you be wise. Sometimes when you be quiet too, you know when to say something. You know when not to say something. A lot of our sisters need to learn that. Because when sisters don't get their way, what they do, I'll tell you, they do too much. They be petty. They are loud. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes it don't even mean that they're talking. They be just doing little slick stuff to try to get you. You listen, me and Thuggy Barry. We know when something is wrong with our wives, they don't even got to say nothing. We just know by how they are moving and acting. I think brothers will agree with me. Like, you good? Something wrong? No, ain't nothing wrong with me. You know something wrong with her. You've been with her for 15 years. You know what takes her wrong. You know she's mad. When she started cleaning up all the house, sucking her teeth, playing all of the music. You mean, damn, give me a song that they might play when they mad. You understand what I'm saying? Like one of those songs that they'll play. You say again? And what song is that? Yeah, I mean, it's like I can't stand you song. That type of song, you know something wrong. A silent is a loving woman is a gift to the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? You know who loud? That female pastor. She should be silent. She should be moving how a wife should move, not how a priest should move, because she's not a priest. There's no such thing as a priestess in the I.S.U.P.K or in the Bible. There's no such thing. You see what I'm saying? It's a such thing in other cultures. Other cultures. They let women run things. I don't understand it, but they will let women run things. And listen, women got so much. Listen, today, you got all this knowledge, right? Oh, God was a woman before. This is how you gotta take the mic from. You gotta take that. You gotta snatch the mic from. Like, go ahead. Listen. You think God is a woman? Then why the heck are we in this condition? Why is women so much in a low state? Why she got deceived more than I did? Why? She has the intelligence to control everything. Why are they not doing it? Because they know that women are the weaker vessel, so they're gonna go to them first. They're gonna weaken them because they got to come to us. I mean, they're gonna bind up the strong man, but now they're gonna have the woman go against us by saying equality is okay. You know what I mean? They're gonna tell you not to be silent, to speak up, to voice your opinion. Every time you don't have to, even with men, you don't have to voice your opinion every day, all the time. Sometimes you just got to be quiet and peep game. Right. You just got to listen. That's how I used to do when I grew up. I like when old heads used to talk to me, and certain things I knew was bull crap, and I know certain things was actually he meant what he was saying was sincere. Like I got a lot of game for some from old heads that's not in the truth, especially working, moving up. You know what I mean? Get my house before I get a car. Like an old head told me that. I'm sitting back listening to all the game because all the mistakes he did, as far as and then the brother, he got a good head on his shoulder. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. All right, take this test, do this test. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that, just to move up, you know, in my career and stuff like that. I listen. They've been here longer, so I'm like, I'm listening. Just like Gentleman Hyman been here longer. General YAHANNA been here longer. Slacking for the order. You know what I mean? General Mayak, General Hazayan, they all been here longer. Athania been here longer than me. So every time they talk, I'm soaking up the game. I'm quiet. That's how a woman should be to her husband. Right. You understand what I'm saying? A woman should be quiet. My husband was slacking. Slow, slacking. Don't get it. No gorilla, slacking. My red, right? She can't come to me talking about she want to preach. She know better not to do that. I'm gonna look at her like she high. She smoking crack. That's what I'm gonna look at her like. Are you? Because I gotta call and thinking I want to preach. She's never gonna come up to me and say that. She might as well just do it because I'm gonna look at her like she's crazy. You understand what I'm saying? Christianity taught our black sisters, our Hispanic sisters, our Native American Indian sisters, that she can do what a man can do. And sometimes that's not the case. You can't do what I can do. Just like I can't do what you can do. Stop thinking about it like a lot of our sisters want control. They gotta know what they can control. They can't control a man. Men have been getting women since the beginning of time. Like I don't know how long it is. You ain't gonna stop just because you cooking and cleaning. Right. And you might gotta, you might delay it down on the brother real good. It ain't gonna stop him from getting another woman. You ain't gonna stop him from doing. I don't care how good of a woman you are. You're not gonna stop him from getting another woman. You know what I mean? I don't care how Christian you are. You're not gonna stop a man from getting another woman. Men in the Christian church are getting other women too. You see what I'm saying? It's not gonna stop them. You can't go get other men. They do that today too, I think. Right. They do that today. You know that, right, brother? They actually think. I was just talking to a sister not so long ago. So you can have more than one woman, but I can't have more than one man. And I'm like, do you want more than one man? No. Then why are you asking me that? Right. That just shows you the ideologies that this society placed on us. She don't even believe that she want more than one man, but she still gonna ask me that because she believes that we're equal. She don't even know that I peeped that. Like I already when sisters ask that, I'm like, you don't even want another man. So why are you even asking me this? It's either you're gonna be get down or lay down with the program. That's it. You got a question? We go slack.
They have to know that you never can be equal. That's what that emphasizes in the Bible. You can remember every night and every you can remember as a woman, you would never be equal. You wouldn't be equal so bad because of the law. You can remember you're not.
Yeah, well,
you should buy it, you're not.
It's a lot. Listen, brother. I mean, sisters is not just, like always. The sisters is not just, here for their bodies. Sisters do tremendous great work. They just need to know their lane. That's part of it. You got to do the same thing too, brother. Christianity is taught. It's not a one-way street when it comes to that. When it comes to, you pleasing your husband, or your sister pleasing her husband, you got to do the same thing to your woman. It's not like how we grew up when we just bring a sister over, you don't hit her from the back and you split, sit on the bus. You know what I mean? It's not like that. You gotta please the sister too. You understand what I'm saying? And make sure you get a righteous sister. A righteous sister know their place. You understand what I'm saying? And Christianity taught our people that it was about their bodies. You You understand what I'm saying? It's about you know, flaunting and listen, I know I see the sister like that. I had in my head, I'm working, I'm like, there's no way. Like, she had too much going on. I'm gonna say that. She had too much going on. And I guarantee you, if I walked up to her and asked her, what do you believe? And I guarantee you she said it was Christian. I guarantee you. Sisters in the I.S.U.P.K don't care about their bodies like that. They don't care about having that much attention. You know what I'm saying? Showing off their booty, showing off their breasts, showing off all that type of stuff. And the Christian church do. That's why they can wear that little stuff. That's why they can wear stuff that show cleavage. In the I.S.U.P.K, you can't do that. You got to cover up.
Right.
I don't know, sister, know that. You got to cover up. I believe the General Rib always posting up on Facebook about how sisters are supposed to be dressing. Understand what I'm saying? Our sisters need to know their place. And our sisters are good, great people. You know what I mean? A woman is a great, let's like, if a woman following the law, statutes, commandments, she is a great woman. Listen, you can learn a lot from that sister by her doing her works. You understand what I'm saying? I'm never going to take anything away from sisters that do something good, but they also got to know their place, and that's more important. You understand what I'm saying? You cannot overstep your boundaries. Just like it said, you can't usurp your authority over a man for time's sake. You cannot go over a man and try to rule a man. It's not going to work. Listen, I'm aggressive. Listen, if sisters watching this, you know what I'm saying? If sisters watching this, that's trying to put their bid in, trying to call my camp leader, shed his blood. It's like, no kid, of course. I ain't kidding, no. But I am. No, not really. But she trying to put a bid in. Just know I am aggressive. I'm the fun aggressive though. I'm not no like the toxic aggressive, like, but I'm aggressive. You can't come to me being you can't come trying to court me and be aggressive. It's going to backfire. I'm just letting you know this now for future references. Anybody watch this that want to try to holler, call this out. I am aggressive. I can't be around aggressive women. Christian church taught women to be aggressive. You know what I mean? Taught them not to listen to their husbands. I'm going to test you. It's going to be crazy. And I'm aggressive. Just like I think he's aggressive. I think. So I don't care, of course. But like I said, yeah, man, our sisters need to just come and understand who they are. Why was they placed on this planet? What was the purpose of them being here? And what do they have to do? Every sister got different missions. The only thing is they have to understand that they can't speak to men and teach men about God. They could do everything else. They can't do that. Let us do. It's too much men on the planet, black men on the planet that can do that. We don't need women for that. We need women to do other things while we are doing this. Listen, go make some money. Listen, be that doctor, be that lawyer, be that real estate investor. Be those type of things. Listen. Make a clothing line. Listen, go buy a supermarket. Do something other than this. You know what I mean? Go own a farm somewhere. Do something other than trying to teach the word of God to black men. Because we are not the Christian church. We are here to tell you the truth. Understand what I'm saying? With that, Police Officer Kwata Zachariah with I.S.U.P.K under Commanding General YAHANNA. And I'm going to say this. We are not Christian. We are not Muslim. We are the true Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You understand what I'm saying? With that, I'm going to pass the class over to Priest and Officer Thun. That's that Thun. I'm going to clap it up. Oh, yeah, too. And pay your Passover fee, man. Pay your Passover fee, man. Listen, the Passover is April 12th, you understand? And Atlanta, Georgia, you understand what I'm saying? When blacks, Hispanics and Native American Indians need to come back and serve their God in the true form, man. If you can make it down to Atlanta, Georgia, if you need help making it down to Atlanta, Georgia, just to contact your camp leader, you understand what I'm saying? And make sure you get down there. There's no excuses. Shalom.
I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, started on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. It means 10 in the Hebrew, YAHUSHUA. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to Treasury Department. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation is the Feast of Purim. I believe it starts on Thursday. Yep, on the 13th and ends Friday the 14th. Remind Akim and Akwathium to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headbands. With that, the men of Israel, Amani, stand. We're gonna give a courtesy salute to the brothers of Israel, Amani Shabbat, Amani, Barak, YAHAWAH, Shem Yahushua, Brakatah, Yadamatah. Sorry, we're gonna face sisters. We're gonna give the sisters a courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amani Shabbat, Amani, Barak, Yahawah Shema Atah Shem Yahushua, Yadamatah. With that, class is dismissed.
Make sure you pay your tithes too, man. Passover fee, man. Pay that Passover fee, man.